Hello everyone, this is Computer Experiments and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to see how to install Kali Linux as a virtual machine on VirtualBox. So let's get started. Now for this we require three things. First is the VirtualBox software. For that we open our web browser and then type in VirtualBox and we go to the virtualbox.org site. Then we click on this large button, download VirtualBox 6.1. And from here you can download VirtualBox for Windows, for Mac OS X, Linux distributions and Solaris distributions. Now the second thing we need is the VirtualBox extension pack. For that you scroll down a little bit. Here you can see it is written VirtualBox 6.1.22 Oracle VM VirtualBox extension pack. Now the third thing we require is the Kali Linux ISO file. For that we open another tab and then type in Kali Linux. Then we go to this kali.org site. Then we click on download. Now here we scroll down a little bit. Now here we download the installer one by clicking on this button. I have already installed the software and I have also downloaded the ISO file and the extension pack. Now we have to select on which drive we want to store our virtual machine. So I will open the file explorer. Here I will choose drive D. You can select whatever drive you want. And then inside this drive, I will create a new folder named VM. That is short for virtual machines. Now inside this folder, I will create another folder named Kali Linux. You can name it whatever you want. Now I will copy both this ISO file and the extension pack to this folder. After that is done, we can delete these two files because we have already copied them. Now we can close our file explorer. Then we go to search and then type in VirtualBox. Then we open the application. Now first we go to preferences. Then we go to extensions. Then we click on this plus icon. And we navigate to the VirtualBox extension pack that we just copied. So I will select this and click on open. Here I will click on install. Here this is the license. I will click on agree. Now it will show that VirtualBox extension pack has been installed successfully. I will click on OK. Then again OK. And now we click on new and then we click on expert mode. Now here we have to name our virtual machine. You can name it whatever you want. I will name it Kali Linux. Now this is the folder where your virtual machine will be stored. So I will navigate to the folder that I just created. Now in the type section you have to make sure that it is selected as Linux, and on the version section you have to make sure that it is selected Debian 64-bit. Here in memory size you leave it as it is, we will change it later on. Then you select create a virtual hard disk now and then we click on create. Here we have to enter the amount of space that we want to give to our virtual machine. So I will give 100 GB, you can give it whatever you want. And then I will click on create. Now we go to settings. Then we go to system. Now in case of virtual machines, it is recommended that we give half the amount of RAM and half the amount of processors that is present in our host machine. That is the system on which we are installing the virtual machine. So I have 8 GB of RAM. So I will give it 4 GB. So instead of scrolling it, I will just enter the value. 4 GB is 4096 MB. So I will type in the value. And then we go to processor. Here I have 8 processors, so I will give it 4. Here you can just drag it. Now we go to display. Now in video memory, you scroll it to the maximum, that is 128 MB. Then we go to storage. Now in the controller IDE section, you will see a CD icon labeled empty. We click on that. And then here we again click on this CD icon. And then we click on choose a disk file. And now we navigate to the ISO file that we just copied. I will select this and click on open. After that we click on OK. And then we click on start. Now it is again asking to confirm which startup disk we want to use. So we have already selected the ISO file, but if it is selected something else, then you have to click on this folder icon and then navigate to the ISO file. So in my case it is selected as default, and then we will click on start. You can full screen this. Here you have to just press enter on graphical install. Now here we have to select the language. I will select English and then click on continue. Here you have to select your country. I live in India, so I will select India and then I will click on continue. Here you have to select the keyboard configuration. I will select American English and then we'll click on continue. Now it is asking the host name for network configuration. Here I will just select the default option only. Then I will click on continue. Here this is, you have to type the domain name. Here I will just leave it empty. Here you have to give your username. I will just type in Kali. You can give it whatever you want. And now you have to give your account name. I will leave it as it is, then click on continue. Here you have to put the password that you want to set in your virtual machine. So I will type in the password. And then you have to again confirm it. And then we will click on continue. Here in partition disks, you select guided use entire disk, then click on continue. Here you select the hard disk that we just allocated for the virtual machine. Then we click on continue. Now here you select the first option, that is all files in one partition, recommended for new users. Then we click on continue. Here we select finish partitioning and write changes to disk, and then click on continue. We select yes and then continue. Here you have to select which desktop environment you want to use. Here you have three options: XFCE, Genome and KDE Plasma. So the XFCE environment looks like this, the Genome environment looks like this, and the KDE Plasma looks like this. So I will select the KD Plasma one. You can select whatever you want, and then I will click on continue. Now it is asking to install the grub bootloader. So here we will select yes and then we'll click on continue. Here we select the hard disk that we just allocated to our virtual machine and then we'll click on continue. So now the installation is complete. Here we select on continue. Now it will restart. Here you also have to select the first option, Kali GNU Linux. So this is the login screen. You have to type in your password and then click on enter. So here you have Kali Linux installed as a virtual machine on VirtualBox. So now you cannot work on this small workspace, right? You need a bigger screen to work on it. For this, we go to devices. Then we select insert guest addition CD image. Now here we click on mount. Then we go to file explorer. And on this panel we scroll down. We select the guest addition CD that we just mounted. Now here we right click and then click on open terminal here. Then we type in the command sudo sh dot slash vbox linux additions dot run and then we click on enter. Then we give our password and again we click on enter. Here we type in yes and then click on enter. So after that is done, we close this window and we also close the file explorer. Now we shut down this virtual machine. We also close the VirtualBox application. Then we again go to start and then type in VirtualBox. And then we select the virtual machine and then click on start. Here you again have to select the first option and then click on enter. Here we type in our password. Now after that is done, we go to view and then virtual screen 1. Here you can see that these options are enabled. Now you can select whichever screen resolution you want to use. For example, I want to resize it to 1440 into 900. So I will click on this and you can see that the screen size has been changed. So that's it everyone. Thanks for watching this video. If you do like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please do share and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you get updates on my latest videos.